Welcome back. It's Andrew, your crypto guy on the internet, and you are at the best possible spot to catch the ultimate move. The finale of the 4-year cycle is about to begin. Now, to prove this to you, we're going to look at each of the previous cycles during the September through December of the final year of the 4-year cycle. This is the first one in the early days of Bitcoin, before anyone really knew what it was. But the math is the same back then as it is to now. Bitcoin has the advantage in that it's not a company, it's not a stock, it's not a bank, it's not a government, it's not some goons in an office that can get caught up in a scandal. Bitcoin is math. The math never changes, it just gets bigger. It's the same over and over. This is the first cycle finale going into September. Now, September is shitty. You'll see this, it happens every time. September is a dump to sweep liquidity and use it as rocket fuel for October and November. The same thing happens every time. So the first one, this is going all the way back to 2013, September. We're at $131. And then we dumped to $87-ish dollars, and people thought it was over. The 12 guys that had Bitcoin back then thought it was over. But then what happened? Beginning of October, all the way up through November, an insane peak of $1,100 a coin by December 1st. December, you'll see, is a bit of a coin flip. The power either keeps going or it starts to weaken. What we can see is October and November are very strong, where you set a new high for that cycle. So here we go. December 1st, 2013, that was the beginning of the end of that major surge. So the people who bought at peak fear in September, towards the end of September, they got paid off handsomely. Now we're going to fast forward all the way to the second cycle, September of 2017. Holy cow, we got to make this fit. Okay, September 1st, 2017. What happened? Huge dump. We went from 4,800-ish all the way down to 2,900 September 15th. But then what happened? Oh, the surge began. This is the cycle finale after all the way up through November. We dumped a little bit, but we're still nearly double where we were, okay, when you should have entered. But we didn't know this back then. We didn't have so many cycles to look at. But look at this surge all the way up through now December's beginning. Holy crap. All the way up to 17,500 by December 12th. By December 19th was the ultimate peak, just shy of $20,000. And then you ran out of fuel and you started dumping again. That was that cycle's finale, okay? Now let's fast forward to a strange year, admittedly, 2021. See if I can even get it here. Okay, look at how crazy this is. Okay, here we go again. September 1st, 2021. Initially, there was a bit of a pop, but then a drop. By the end of September, it was looking scary. I assure you, all of the YouTube thumbnails were blood red. People with their mouths open and their hands on their forehead like, oh, the bull market's over. It's going to zero. People on TV saying, Bitcoin, what a joke. Why would you do that stupid crypto stuff? That's for terrorists. And the people at the office were like, you're that crypto guy, right, you dumbass? It's going to nothing. But then what happened? October 1st happened. Oh, look at all. Oh, what's this? Oh, people are your friends all of a sudden. Oh, what's this? Oh, the end of October. Yeah, it did retrace a little bit, but look at how much higher you were. Okay, you went from 40,000 up to 67. You dump, and then back middle of November, a new high about 69,000. That was the cycle peak, and then by mid-November it started to peter off. December it was dead. That was the previous cycle. The cycle before this one, that was the peak. Okay, November again. And now we're about to do all of that again. This is the box. We're about to enter it, and we're starting September. September should be shitty, okay? But it's only shitty if you don't know what's coming. But you do. Now, we've already started with the dump because of general market fears and whatever we're doing, right? We have Jerome Powell cutting rates on September 17th. Now, does cutting rates mean it's a bull market forever? No, not necessarily. Here, I'll show you. On, let's see, the SP, the NASDAQ. Here we go. I charted this out as well. Every time it's red is quantitative tightening. That means increasing interest rates. What did the market do? It went up and then it went down. Okay, now we're doing quantitative easing. We're lowering the interest rates. What happened? And the market went down and sideways for a while. That kind of sucked. And then we're tightening and it kind of sideways and up. Okay, now we're loosening. It went down and then way up. And then we're tightening and it's up anyway. And the market doesn't really care. But the only thing that happens in common is when you change from QT to QE or QE to QT, initially, there's a shock. It's some uncertainty, the market goes down, but then we look around, everybody's still alive, and the market just goes up anyway, because that's how growth works. Growth and inflation and greed continue no matter what the rates are. So yeah, we're getting a rate cut in the middle of September, but Bitcoin doesn't care about any of that. The mathematical cycle continues. All right. So what your plan should be is watch the panic play out. September should be lousy. Okay. You might have a little bit of a tease back to 116, 117, and then we flop and grope and fall further. It might fall into the 90s again. And your friends are going, I was on my Coinbase account and I'm losing money. Should I leave? Andrew, what do I do? And you go, yeah, maybe you should. You know, it could go down to 50K. You're right. Maybe the bull run's over. Oh, I mean, can I sell? You want to buy my Bitcoin? You go, how much you got? Well, I got 0.0038. Okay, so like $300. Yeah, I'll buy it. Oh, you're crazy, dude. This shit's gonna dump forever. It's over. The cycle's over. You go, yeah, maybe you're right. Who knows? But you do know. You know what happens after this. The finale. There's the dump before the pump. And the pump that sets a new all-time high. Not going back to 120, not teasing 124. I'm talking more than that. And I don't know how high it'll go. It's uncharted territory. It's a new high. I don't know where it's going to be. So we know half the equation. We know it's going to go up big time based on how these cycles play out mathematically. Okay, it's not my opinion. It's the same shit every time. Your objective is to get in as low as possible. So the smart bulls want Bitcoin to dump right now. I want this to go down to 100K. Send it down to 80. I don't give a shit, as low as possible. I don't have much time. I got half of September, maybe the whole month of September is lousy. I would love that. If I could get it even lower than it is now, that's a blessing. Because what happens after that? October, November, this is going way up. Okay? Maybe, who knows? We saw these last cycles. Back here, this number seemed impossible. All right? Back here, holy cow. Going from $4,000 to 20,000 seemed impossible. Are we going to get something like that again? The evidence says yes. So I just want you to be ready, because this only happens once every 4 years. The final quarter of the final year of the 4-year cycle is the move to catch. It will more than offset every financial mistake you've made in the last 4 years if you are ready to catch the moment. So I'm warning you now, This is it. September is shitty and it's a blessing. Let everyone panic. Egg it on if you have to. Be like, yeah, it's over, guys. Sorry, there's nothing we can do. The whole thing is a scam. Let them sell it so you can scoop it up and ride that shit all the way to the end of November. That's what I'm doing. Now, I might leave a little on the table through December just in case things are slightly different and it keeps going longer. We do have institutional investors now, and we do have a president on our side, and we do have governments fighting over crypto, so it could last longer than before. But I like to go with the evidence I know, which is October, November is amazing, and December is a maybe. So by the end of November, my plan is to take off a big chunk of my profits and let the rest run for a little while and see how it goes and reassess around Christmas time. Don't be one of those goons who sold in a panic in September and buys in the middle of December when it's 160,000, hoping for a Santa rally to bump you to 180. It's not going to happen, okay? Wait for the panic to set in September. You buy and then you sit on it. This works for casuals who don't trade. This works for day traders who are willing to just set it to 10x and forget it and just watch this thing go up and down, but it keeps going up, up, up overall. And you come back middle or towards the end of November and you cash out and you get some new friends. I'm so proud of you guys. Thanks for coming by.